In the vast and enigmatic landscape of the spirit world, there exists a concept that has fascinated and perplexed seekers of truth for centuries. The idea of souls traversing the realms of life and death, bound to the eternal cycle of reincarnation. Among the many explorers of this mystical terrain, one figure stands out, a man known as the Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Cayce. Through his profound psychic readings, Cayce unveiled a labyrinth of spiritual insights, including the perplexing notion that some souls are compelled to return to the same family, lifetime after lifetime. Imagine, if you will, the soul as a luminous thread woven into the intricate tapestry of human existence. This thread, according to Cayce, is not always free to dance and intertwine with new patterns. Instead, it may find itself tethered to familiar knots, bound by karmic forces that dictate its recurrent path. These karmic traps, as Cayce revealed, are not mere coincidences but spiritual contracts that tie souls to their relatives, creating a cycle that seems inescapable. The idea of reincarnation is not new. It has been a cornerstone of various spiritual traditions throughout history. From the ancient philosophies of India to the mystical teachings of the Kabbalah, the concept of the soul's journey through multiple lifetimes has been a subject of deep contemplation. Yet, Cayce's revelations add a layer of complexity, suggesting that these journeys are not always linear or progressive. Instead, they can be cyclical, with souls revisiting the same familial dynamics, confronting the same challenges, and reliving the same lessons. Consider the implications of such a revelation. If a soul is destined to return to the same family, what profound lessons must it learn? What unresolved conflicts or unfulfilled desires bind it to this recurrent path? Cayce's insights hint at a spiritual dimension where the choices of one lifetime echo into the next, creating a web of interconnected experiences that shape the soul's evolution. As we delve into this mysterious realm, we are invited to ponder the depths of our own spiritual journeys. Could it be that our own families hold the keys to our karmic destinies? Are we too bound by unseen forces that guide our paths through the cycles of life and death? In the next chapter, we will explore further into Cayce's teachings, unraveling the darker aspects of these karmic connections and the profound lessons they hold. Reflect on your own familial bonds and consider the cyclical nature of life. What patterns do you see repeating, and what spiritual insights might they reveal? In the quietude of his Virginia Beach home, Edgar Cayce would lie down, close his eyes, and enter a trance-like state, opening a doorway to knowledge that seemed to transcend his earthly existence. From this state, he revealed profound insights about the intricate dance of souls across time and space, bound by karmic connections that often tethered them to familiar bloodlines. Cayce taught that souls choose their families, not merely out of sentiment or nostalgia, but for the specific lessons those families can teach. Yet, these choices are not always bathed in the light of progress. There exists a darker undercurrent, a karmic trap that can ensnare souls, forcing them to return to the same familial dynamics, lifetime after lifetime. Consider the case of a young woman, as recounted in the Cayce readings, who found herself repeatedly born into a family where she faced the same sibling rivalry that had once led to tragedy. In a past life, jealousy had driven her to a terrible act, and her soul, burdened by this karmic debt, was compelled to return to confront and resolve the very conflict that had once been her undoing. This is but one anecdote among many, yet it illuminates the stark reality of these karmic connections. Historical records, too, offer glimpses into these repeating patterns. The tumultuous lives of the Romanovs, the last Russian imperial family, were marked by recurring themes of power, betrayal, and loss, echoing through generations. Whether it was the influence of karmic bonds or the weight of historical circumstances, the result was a cycle that seemed inescapable. These repeated encounters can be perceived as both a blessing and a curse. A blessing for they offer the soul a chance to learn, to grow, to rectify past wrongs. Yet, also a curse, for the lessons are often harsh, and the path to resolution steep and thorny. The viewer might find themselves pondering their own familial experiences, the echoes of past lives that may resonate through their present circumstances. One must ask, What are the lessons that my family offers? What are the patterns that repeat? And what role do I play in them? For in the contemplation of these questions, one may find the first steps toward understanding and ultimately, spiritual growth. Take a moment to consider the deeper implications of your own familial connections. Could they be echoes of karmic lessons waiting to be learned and transcended? In the vast and intricate tapestry of existence, there exists a concept that has long captivated the minds of spiritual seekers and scholars alike: karmic debt. This profound notion, illuminated by the insights of Edgar Cayce, plays a pivotal role in binding souls to their familial lines, creating a cycle that can span countless lifetimes. Karmic debt, in its essence, is the accumulation of unresolved issues and actions from past lives that continue to manifest in present familial relationships. It is a spiritual ledger that demands balance, a cosmic force that compels souls to return to the same family again and again until equilibrium is restored. Imagine, if you will, a family gathered around a dinner table, the air thick with tension. The father, a stern figure, carries the weight of a past life where he wielded power with cruelty. The mother, her eyes reflecting a deep-seated sadness, was once a victim of his tyranny. Their children, unknowing participants in this karmic drama, bear the emotional scars of past betrayals and abandonments. Each member of the family is a player in a drama that transcends the boundaries of a single lifetime. The debts they owe to each other are not monetary, but emotional, spiritual, a web of unspoken apologies, unhealed wounds, and unfulfilled promises. In this context, forgiveness emerges as a powerful currency. It is the key that can unlock the shackles of karmic debt, allowing souls to move forward on their spiritual journey. Yet, forgiveness is not a simple act. It requires a deep understanding of the past, a willingness to confront one's own flaws, and a commitment to growth. The question arises, can these souls, entangled in a dance of pain and redemption, find the strength to forgive? Can they break the cycle and free themselves from the karmic trap that binds them to their family? The dynamics of the family unit are deeply influenced by these karmic debts. They manifest as recurring patterns of behavior, echoes of past lives that resonate in the present. A child's rebellion might be an echo of a past life struggle for freedom. A parent's overprotection, a reflection of a past life's loss. These patterns, though challenging, serve a higher purpose. They are opportunities for growth, for learning, for the resolution of ancient conflicts. As you contemplate the profound implications of karmic debt, consider your own familial relationships. Are there patterns that repeat, emotions that resurface, conflicts that seem unsolvable? Could these be echoes of a past that transcends your current lifetime? Reflect on the role of forgiveness in your life, on the growth that comes from confronting and healing old wounds. Consider the spiritual contracts that bind you to your family, the lessons you have chosen to learn together. In this contemplation, you may find a new perspective, a deeper understanding of the dance of souls that spans lifetimes. Pause, reflect, and ask yourself, what karmic debts might you be carrying? What lessons are you here to learn? And what growth are you here to achieve? In this contemplation, you may find the key to unlocking the shackles of the past and stepping forward on your spiritual journey. In the vast and intricate tapestry of existence, there lies a profound and often overlooked aspect of the soul's journey, the spiritual contracts that bind them to one another, particularly within the familial context. These contracts, as revealed by the enigmatic Edgar Cayce, are agreements forged in the ethereal realms prior to incarnation, shaping the destinies and interactions of souls across multiple lifetimes. Imagine, if you will, a council of wise and ancient spirits convening to discuss the lessons yet to be learned, the traumas yet to be healed, and the experiences yet to be understood. In this sacred space, souls make pacts, promising to support, challenge, and teach one another through the complexities of human life. These contracts are not mere whims or casual agreements. They are deeply rooted in past experiences and unresolved issues that span across generations. Consider a soul that has experienced a profound betrayal in a past life. This trauma may create a karmic debt, a spiritual obligation that must be addressed. In the quest for resolution and growth, this soul might enter into a contract with the very spirit that caused the initial harm. They agree to incarnate together, to confront and heal the wounds of the past, and to learn the profound lessons of forgiveness and compassion. This contract might bind them as siblings, parent and child, or even as distant relatives, each role carefully chosen to facilitate the necessary growth and understanding. The nature of these contracts is multifaceted and deeply personal. They are not merely about resolving past traumas but also about learning new lessons and evolving spiritually. A soul might agree to incarnate with a family to learn patience, empathy, or selflessness. These agreements are not always straightforward or easy. They often involve pain, struggle, and profound emotional challenges. Yet, within these trials lies the potential for immense spiritual growth and enlightenment. As one delves deeper into the concept of spiritual contracts, it becomes evident that the interconnectedness of family ties is not merely a matter of genetics or circumstance. It is a deliberate and sacred choice, a commitment made by souls to support and challenge one another on their respective journeys. This revelation invites contemplation and reflection. It beckons one to consider the purpose of their own soul and the profound significance of the familial bonds that shape their life. In the quiet moments of introspection, one might ponder the contracts their soul has entered into and the lessons they are here to learn. This contemplation can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth and spiritual evolution. It encourages a deeper understanding of the complex dynamics within families and the karmic ties that bind souls together across generations. As we continue to explore the intricacies of these spiritual contracts, we are invited to consider the profound interconnectedness of all souls and the sacred purpose behind every familial bond. This reflection can be a transformative journey, one that reveals the hidden truths of our existence and the divine plan that guides our path. In the labyrinth of time, certain souls find themselves inexplicably drawn back to the same familial web, lifetime after lifetime. This phenomenon, as revealed by the enigmatic Edgar Cayce, is not mere coincidence but a result of karmic forces that bind spirits to their relatives, creating repeated familial cycles that span generations. These cycles, often steeped in collective family trauma or unresolved conflicts from past lives, hold profound implications for both the individual and the family as a whole. Consider the historical example of the Romanov family, whose tragic end in the early 20th century was preceded by generations of turmoil and unresolved conflicts. The repeated patterns of strife and suffering in their lineage suggest a karmic trap, a spiritual bind that kept souls returning to the same familial context, attempting to resolve what was previously left unaddressed. This concept is echoed in various spiritual beliefs, from the ancient Hindu notion of samsara to the Jewish idea of Gilgul, both suggesting that souls reincarnate to rectify past mistakes and learn essential lessons. In the contemplative space of self-reflection, one might begin to see the echoes of these patterns in their own familial landscape. Perhaps the recurring issues with a sibling or parent are not merely surface-level disagreements, but deep-seated karmic knots waiting to be untangled. These cycles, often marked by emotional pain and relational tension, can feel inescapable, as if the soul is destined to repeat the same lessons ad infinitum. Yet, the question remains: is true freedom from karmic influence achievable? Can a soul break free from these cycles and chart a new course, unbound by the chains of past lives? The journey towards this liberation begins with acknowledgement and awareness. It requires a deep dive into the familial patterns that have shaped one's existence, an exploration of the unresolved conflicts that may be anchoring the soul to its past. As viewers engage in this introspective journey, they are invited to consider the deeper spiritual underpinnings of their familial ties. By examining their own lives through the lens of karmic cycles, they may uncover new perspectives that illuminate the path towards healing and growth. For in the dance of karma and destiny, the first step towards freedom is always the dawning of awareness. In the labyrinth of spiritual healing, one encounters diverse practices devoted to the uncoupling of karmic bonds, intricate chains that tether souls to recurrent familial cycles. Edgar Cayce, the renowned mystic, often alluded to the liberating power of forgiveness, a profoundly simple yet immensely challenging act. Forgiveness, he revealed, is not merely an act of pardon but a spiritual alchemy that transforms the dense energy of resentment into the golden light of understanding. Historically, this practice has been echoed in the teachings of various spiritual traditions, from the Christian ethic of turning the other cheek to the Buddhist concept of metta, or loving kindness. Self-awareness, another crucial instrument in the disentangling of karmic knots, was likewise emphasized by Cayce. To gaze deeply into one's own soul, to acknowledge and embrace one's shadows, is to initiate a process of spiritual maturation. Ancient Greek philosophers exhorted their disciples to know thyself, a dictum that resonates through the ages and finds harmonious alignment with Cayce's insights. By illuminating the darker recesses of the self, one begins to comprehend the intricate dance of karma and liberates the spirit from its stifling grips. Energy work, a more tangible practice, offers another pathway to karmic liberation. This modality, encompassing various techniques from Reiki to acupuncture, seeks to cleanse and balance the subtle energy fields that envelop and interpenetrate the human form. By realigning these energetic currents, individuals can effectively sever the ethereal cords that bind them to repetitive familial dramas. Transcending cultural and temporal boundaries, energy work has historically facilitated spiritual renewal, as seen in the healing rituals of indigenous cultures and the pranic healing traditions of ancient India. These practices, forgiveness, self-awareness, and energy work, are not mere theoretical constructs, but actionable steps that have empowered individuals throughout history to reclaim their spiritual sovereignty. The annals of spiritual healing are replete with narratives of souls who, having embraced these methodologies, have transcended the seemingly inescapable karmic traps that ensnared them. To consider these practices is to embark on a journey of profound introspection and growth, a pilgrimage that invites the seeker to challenge the shackles of karmic inheritance and embrace the possibility of spiritual emancipation. As one ponders these revelations, an invitation emerges, a call to reflect on the webs of karma that may entwine one's own life. Are there ancestral echoes resonating within your experiences, subtly guiding your path? Can the power of forgiveness, the illumination of self-awareness, or the balance of energy work facilitate your own spiritual unfolding? In the contemplation of these queries, may you find the inspiration to explore, to grow, and ultimately to transcend. For in the dance of karma and destiny, each soul possesses the potential to choreograph its own liberation, to step out of the shadows of the past, and to embrace the radiant future that awaits. In the vast and intricate tapestry of spiritual life, there exist unseen forces that guide and shape our destinies. Among these are spiritual guides and ancestors, entities that play a profound role in the process of healing and releasing karmic ties. As one delves into the teachings of Edgar Cayce, it becomes evident that these ancestral spirits are not mere specters of the past, but active participants in the present, assisting the living in breaking free from the traumas that have echoed through generations. Imagine, if you will, a spiritual landscape where the veil between the physical and the ethereal is thin. In this realm, ancestral spirits, bound by love and duty, work tirelessly to mend the karmic wounds that have kept souls tethered to repetitive cycles within the same family line. These spirits, with their wisdom honed through lifetimes of experience, act as beacons of light, guiding their descendants towards paths of healing and liberation. The role of these spiritual guides is multifaceted. They serve as counselors, offering insights that transcend the limitations of mortal understanding. They are healers, their presence a balm that soothes the deepest of emotional wounds. Most importantly, they are facilitators of karmic release, helping the living to untangle the complex web of energies that have kept them bound to past traumas. Consider the plight of a soul ensnared in a karmic trap, destined to return to the same family, lifetime after lifetime. The weight of unresolved issues and repeated patterns can seem insurmountable, yet, with the intervention of ancestral spirits, this soul is not alone in its struggle. These spirits, with their profound connection to the family line, provide a lifeline, a means to break the cycle and find freedom. To cultivate an awareness of this relationship, is to open oneself to a deeper understanding of life's mysteries. It is to recognize that the challenges one faces are not isolated incidents, but part of a grander narrative, a story that spans generations. By tuning into the guidance offered by these ancestral spirits, one can begin to unravel the karmic knots that have held them captive, finding solace and strength in the knowledge that they are supported by a lineage of love and wisdom. Thus, one is invited to reflect on the connection between their own experiences and the guidance they may receive from their lineage, to ponder the unseen influences that have shaped their lives, and to embrace the healing potential that lies within this profound relationship. For in doing so, one takes a step towards liberation, towards a future unhindered by the shadows of the past. In the vast tapestry of time, souls weave intricate patterns of growth and evolution, often bound to familial ties that span generations. Edgar Cayce, the renowned mystic, revealed that these karmic connections are not mere coincidences but essential lessons for a soul's development. Through a historical lens, various cultures have acknowledged the transformative power of these familial connections, viewing them as catalysts for spiritual maturity. Ancient Egyptians, with their intricate beliefs in the afterlife, saw familial ties as eternal bonds that continued beyond the physical realm. Similarly, Hindu traditions speak of samsara, the cycle of birth and rebirth, where familial relationships serve as mirrors reflecting a soul's progress. In many Native American cultures, the concept of ancestral guidance underscores the importance of familial connections in shaping one's spiritual journey. The lessons learned through these karmic relationships are profound and multifaceted. Each familial interaction, whether joyous or tumultuous, offers a unique opportunity for growth. Suffering, in particular, takes on a new meaning in this context. It becomes a crucible for transformation, a necessary trial that refines the soul. Through these challenges, souls learn compassion, forgiveness, and resilience, qualities that are indispensable for spiritual evolution. Consider the grand scheme of soul journeys, where each lifetime is a chapter in an epic narrative. The recurring themes and characters, embodied by familial ties, are not obstacles but stepping stones. Each reincarnation into the same family presents a new layer of understanding, a deeper insight into the intricacies of love, duty, and sacrifice. Reflect on the purpose of suffering in these familial contexts. Ponder the profound lessons that emerge from these trials. Allow curiosity to ignite a deeper contemplation of the soul's journey. In doing so, one may uncover the hidden wisdom that lies within these karmic bonds, revealing the true essence of soul evolution. In the vast tapestry of spiritual exploration, the threads of familial bonds and karmic ties weave intricate patterns that span lifetimes. Edgar Cayce, the renowned mystic, revealed that these connections are not mere coincidences but profound spiritual contracts that shape the soul's journey. The broader spiritual implications of these bonds are both profound and transformative, offering a lens through which one can view the interconnectedness of all existence. As souls navigate the intricate web of familial ties, they encounter karmic traps, repetitive cycles that bind them to their relatives, lifetime after lifetime. These traps are not punitive, but rather serve as opportunities for growth and enlightenment. By understanding these connections, individuals can transform their personal experiences and relationships, breaking free from the cycles that have held them captive. The recognition of these karmic patterns is akin to uncovering a hidden treasure map, guiding the soul towards greater personal freedom and enlightenment. Each familial bond, each karmic tie becomes a lesson waiting to be learned, a puzzle piece waiting to be placed. As one begins to decipher these patterns, a new level of awareness emerges, allowing for a deeper understanding of the self and the divine purpose behind each interaction. Imagine a future where every individual actively engages in their spiritual journey, using the knowledge of karma as a guiding force. This future is not a distant dream, but a reality within reach. By embracing the lessons hidden within familial bonds and karmic ties, one can transcend the limitations of the past and step into a new realm of spiritual freedom. This journey is not an easy one, but it is a path paved with profound insights and transformative experiences. It is a call to embrace the mysteries of the soul and to seek the truth that lies beyond the veil of the physical world. As viewers contemplate these connections, they are invited to envision a future where they are the architects of their own spiritual destiny, using the wisdom of the ages to navigate the complexities of life and relationships. In this contemplative and intriguing exploration, one is encouraged to reflect on the deeper meaning behind familial bonds and karmic ties. By doing so, a new perspective emerges, one that invites greater personal freedom and enlightenment. The journey towards understanding these connections is a profound one, filled with revelations that can transform not only individual lives but also the collective consciousness. As this narrative unfolds, viewers are inspired to consider the profound depth of their soulful connections and the cycles of life that bind us all. It is a call to action, a call to engage in the spiritual journey with renewed vigor and insight. By understanding the broader spiritual implications of familial bonds and karmic ties, one can step into a future where the knowledge of karma serves as a guiding light, illuminating the path towards spiritual liberation and enlightenment. In the grand tapestry of existence, the journey of the soul is a complex dance of light and shadow, a symphony of choices and consequences that echo through the corridors of time. Throughout this series, the exploration of Edgar Cayce's revelations has unveiled the intricate web of karmic traps that can ensnare souls within the same familial lineage, lifetime after lifetime. The discovery of these spiritual snares has been a journey of both revelation and introspection, a descent into the depths of karmic debt, and a climb towards the heights of spiritual liberation. As the journey concludes, it is essential to reflect on the themes that have unfolded like petals of a lotus flower. From the recognition of karmic patterns to the understanding of familial bonds that transcend the physical realm, each step has been a revelation of the soul's profound interconnectedness. The realization that some spirits are bound to their relatives through karmic ties is not merely a sobering truth, but a call to awareness. It is a reminder that the cycles of life and death are not arbitrary, but are intricately woven with purpose and meaning. Yet, within this labyrinth of karmic entanglements there lies a beacon of hope. The possibility of breaking free from these spiritual shackles is not a distant dream, but a tangible reality. Through the cultivation of understanding, compassion, and spiritual growth, souls can transcend the bonds that have held them captive. This journey towards liberation is not a solitary path but a collective endeavor, where the healing of one soul can ripple through the generations, transforming the karmic landscape for all. In this contemplative journey, viewers have been invited to consider the profound depth of their soulful connections and the cycles of life that bind us all. The exploration of karmic traps has not been a mere academic exercise but a spiritual awakening, a call to engage actively in the journey of the soul. As Edgar Cayce's insights have illuminated the path, it is now the responsibility of each individual to carry this torch of knowledge and use it as a guiding force in their personal evolution. The narrative of hope, growth, and spiritual liberation is not confined to the pages of history or the words of spiritual masters. It is a living testament that resides within each heart, waiting to be awakened. The journey from the discovery of karmic traps to the possibilities of breaking free is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the eternal quest for enlightenment. As the series draws to a close, viewers are encouraged to inspire their own paths towards understanding and healing, embracing the profound truths that have been revealed and allowing them to transform their lives. In the vast expanse of the cosmos, the soul's journey is a dance of eternity, a symphony of love and light that transcends the boundaries of time and space. The exploration of Edgar Cayce's revelations has been a journey of discovery, a path that leads from the shadows of karmic entanglements to the radiant light of spiritual liberation. As the final notes of this symphony resonate, viewers are invited to carry the melody of hope and transformation in their hearts, allowing it to guide them on their own spiritual journeys.